Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another reading vlog. In this week's reading vlog, I'm actually going to be finishing my November TBR. If you've been watching my TBR videos for the past couple months, you would know that I've been having a hard time actually sticking to my TBR and getting through my monthly TBR. So I thought I would dedicate a whole week in November to reading my November TBR. And I've actually already read 2 out of the 5 books on my November TBR. I read Soul Searching by Lila Sage, and then I also read Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. So I'm down to the last 3 books for my November TBR. So I'm going to dedicate this whole week to reading those and getting through those. I am about 80% into Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. I think I have like 50 pages left, so I definitely want to start by finishing this one. And then we also have An Ember in the Ashes and Crooked Kingdom left for my November TBR. So I feel like I'll have no issue getting through those within a week. But I'm going to go ahead and start by finishing Alchemy of Secrets because I have like 50 pages left. I feel like that's not going to take me very long to finish. But I'm actually really enjoying this book. It's kind of exactly what I thought it would be. And I feel like Stephanie Garber just has this overall suspense to all of her books where you never really know who to trust. And I definitely see that taking place like all throughout this book, like literally from the beginning. And I'm really intrigued to see how it plays out because like I said, I have like 50 pages left. She literally has like 4 hours left to live unless she can find this alchemical heart, which is like the most powerful magical object in the world. So I'm really intrigued to see if she ends up finding the alchemical heart, and if she doesn't, like what happens, because she literally has 4 hours and like no leads. But I'm really enjoying it, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one real quick and then we'll see which book I feel like reading next. Honestly, the ending was a little underwhelming. I was expecting a little more from the ending. It's kind of like everything just fell into place. I don't know. I really enjoyed like the whole story, but the ending was a little underwhelming, to be honest. And I'm still a little confused about some characters, but overall I really enjoyed it. Right now I'm sitting at like a 4.5, but I'm gonna sit on it for a little bit and kind of process everything. But I did really enjoy it. Stephanie Garber just has such whimsical writing and such fun magic, so I really enjoyed it. Okay, now let's decide which book I want to read next. I have Crooked Kingdom and An Ember in the Ashes. This one I would be finishing a series, this one I would be starting a series. They both sound really good. I'm already invested in this series as well, and this would be the last book in that series, and it kind of just makes more sense to me to finish a series before I start a new series. So I think I'm gonna go with Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. I also finished Six of Crows, I think either last month or the month before, so it hasn't been too long since I finished the first book, so I'm definitely ready to jump into the next one. But of course, first thing I need to do is take this dust jacket off. Either way, for now, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this one. I'm so excited to see how the rest of the story plays out, and I really hope it just picks up where the last book left off, because I wasn't expecting what happened in the last book. So I'm really intrigued to see what happens with that character and see how everything plays out. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into Crooked Kingdom. Okay, guys, good afternoon. I did not read as much as I wanted to yesterday. I think I got through like 2 chapters of this book and then I ended up with a really bad migraine for the rest of the day. So like I said, I only read about 2 chapters of this book, but today is actually a really nice day. I think it's like finally in the 70s and it's a little cloudy out, so I have both my windows open. I can hear the birds chirping. There's a breeze coming through my room, and I'm just gonna sit here and see how much of this book I can read for a little bit. Andrew also brought me a Diet Coke, so I'm all set to read, so that's what I'm gonna do. I am hoping to make it a good way through this book today, and I'm also hoping that my migraine does not come back. So let's see how far I can get in Crooked Kingdom. Hey guys, I am about 30% through Crooked Kingdom and so far I'm really enjoying it. No surprise there, but I'm loving all the scheming and the planning and the chaos, and I also forgot how much I love the bickering and the banter within this crew. Like the way that they all talk to each other, I'm loving it. I'm on page 171 and I think there's just a little over 500 pages, so I really need to lock in and binge this book, which shouldn't be that hard. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get myself a drink and then jump straight into this book. Good morning, everyone. I am actually about to jump straight into reading this morning since I actually woke up at a decent time today. Yesterday I said I wanted to finish this book, but I think I overestimated my reading speed, even though this is a very bingeable book, but I should definitely be able to finish it today. I have about 200 pages left and I think I read like 150 pages yesterday, so I should be able to finish it no problem today. But I'm really enjoying it, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump back into it and try and read for a little bit before I start my day. think the last time I was talking to you, I was reading Crooked Kingdom, and I actually ended up finishing that book a couple of days before Thanksgiving, and then I got really busy with Thanksgiving weekend and preparing for Bookmas that I haven't been able to film much of what I've been reading. However, I've still been working on reading My November TBR. I'm currently reading the last book on my TBR, which is An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm about 75% into it. I'm honestly hoping to sit down right now and finish it. I'm really loving like the different perspectives that we're getting because we're following a slave and a soldier. Following Leia, who's a slave, she's working with the resistance to be a spy at this Black Cliff Academy, and she has hopes of like finding her brother and getting her brother out of prison, and the resistance said that they would help her with that if they spied for her. And then we're also following Elias, who is the soldier. He's like one of the contestants for the trials that are taking place to become the next emperor, and he is actually the commandant's son. I'm a little confused about why the commandant hates her son so much, but so far I'm really enjoying it. The trials are taking place. I think there's one more trial left, and where I'm at, there are currently some tough decisions that need to be made, so I'm really intrigued with it. I'm having so much fun reading it, and it's very bingeable, very easy to read as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump back into this book and finish it, hopefully. And I even have a matcha ready, so I am all set to get cozy and reading. I just finished An Ember in the Ashes, which was my last book for my November TBR, and I actually really enjoyed this one. I loved our characters and I loved the overall storyline. I feel like the pacing was really good, the way that the story built up, and then a lot happened. Like at the end we got a lot more action, and I also feel like it set the next book up so well. Like the way that it ended, nothing really feels like questioning to me, but I'm super excited to see how the rest of the story plays out, especially with how it ended. I'm super excited to see how the rest of the series goes and what happens, but I really enjoyed it. I feel like the romance in this book was very subtle, which I honestly kind of really enjoy that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4-star. So that is the last book of a November TBR. Real quick, let's run through the 3 books that I read in this video. First, I read Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. This one was really good. I really enjoyed the magical writing that she does, but I feel like something was just lacking, and I feel like I still have some questions, but I really overall enjoyed this book. I thought it was really fun and would definitely recommend it. And then I read Crooked Kingdom. I don't even think I talked about Crooked Kingdom that much, to be honest, but this book was really good. We are dealing with the consequences of the deal gone wrong at the end of Six of Crows, and we're kind of just like figuring out how to move forward from there. and then a bunch of other people get involved. It's very chaotic and messy, lots of banter, which I love. And again, these characters, just seeing them get closer and closer and like caring about each other. This book was really good. I would definitely recommend this series. I think this is definitely my favorite series that I've read in 2025, and the characters were so lovable or hateable. You really connect to them and get to learn about them a lot, like each character, and then seeing them be like this tight-knit like criminal gang group, it's so good. I really enjoyed the series. And again, Leigh Bardugo's writing just takes me out of this world, so I really enjoyed it. And I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and give this book a 5-star. And then I also just finished An Ember in the Ashes. This one was really good. The writing was really easy to like follow along with. I can't wait to continue the series. I also feel like each chapter, because it switches POVs every chapter, I feel like each chapter kept leaving off on like cliffhangers to where you were like, you had no choice but to read through this chapter of someone else's POV real quick so that you can get back to that cliffhanger of the different perspective, because it switches POVs every chapter. I thought that was really fun as well, so I really enjoyed that one. So those are the 3 books that I read in this video, and then I did read the other 2 books that are on my November TBR earlier this month before I started this video, but that does mean that I completed my November TBR. I know I was really bad about not completing my monthly TBRs this year, so I'm really happy that I was able to complete my November TBR, and I also feel like I had some really good reads in November, so super happy with how this turned out. And if you've read any of these books, I would love to hear your thoughts on them, or if they're on your TBR, I would love to hear that as well. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!